Final honors will be paid to our area veterans at the newly opened National Veterans Cemetery in Fargo starting this week. And we have Jason Hicks, the commander of the United Patriotic Bodies, with us today to talk about just how important it is to have this national cemetery here in town. And we were just talking, you were in the Army. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And we have a lot to talk about, but I want to start with the whole process of bringing the National Cemetery to our area. We obviously have the Veterans Cemetery, State Cemetery, out in Mandan. How important is it to have this cemetery as well?
It is incredibly important because this is the first national cemetery in North Dakota. It's the equivalent of Arlington or Fort Snelling, only on a smaller basis, but it's a national cemetery. So very, very big deal for us. And
I want to jump into explaining a little bit about the United Patriotic Bodies, how this group was formed and why.
Sure. It's an umbrella organization of all the veterans clubs in the Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo-Dilworth area. We came together as a group because we all work for the same thing, for our veterans. It's collectively a great thing because we all have different ideas, but ultimately at the end of the day we're there for our veterans.
And the cemetery, well, I think the groundbreaking was a couple of years ago, and then actually being open just a month or two ago, but...
Correct. The grand ceremony to open was open. The official opening is tomorrow morning at 9. It'll be our first actual funeral.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What will be happening? What does that mean to have a funeral or an internment at the National Cemetery?
Well, what we will be doing is we'll be providing the rifle salute, then also taps played at the end. Depending on the request of the families and what has been done prior, there could be also the flag folding and presentation of the flag. It's a normal military funeral.
But as a veteran, maybe you can expand a little bit more as to just how important this is. Obviously, you guys are donating your time now, and this is
Correct.
A group of guys and veterans who know, this is very important.
Yes, it's one of the most important things we can possibly do as a veterans organization to present honors to our fallen comrades. It's something I've been doing for well over 25 years, and it's hard, but it's something that, is deserved and needed, and that's what we are there for.
I was going to say, it is hard. It's in a very emotional, and yet you continue to do it so many years.
Correct.
So let's talk a little bit, too. I was surprised by the fact how many veterans have been waiting, in a sense, to be buried here at the cemetery.
Currently, there's approximately 30, and it's filling up by the day. Every single day, the schedule changes with additions, and it's going to be pretty busy.
So have you talked to families? Talk a little bit. I mean, that means 30 families at least have been waiting to kind of have this final honor for their loved ones. I mean, waiting 30 people. That's kind of, it's kind of hard for me to comprehend.
Right. We do have some burials that the veteran had passed away a couple years ago or something, but they are waiting for this National Cemetery to open. And those will be the priority, the first ones to be buried, or the cremations, we have a place for them as well. So there's several different options for actual burials out at the National Cemetery, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it tells you there was obviously a need if day one. You have 3 services tomorrow?
Correct.
So 30 veterans waiting.
3, yep.
And you also mentioned when we were talking in the break beforehand, there is a need for more people like you.
Yes, we are always looking for additional veterans to volunteer to assist us with this. We currently have about 28, but we are going to be running, 5 days a week, 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, and there will be a ceremony every hour. So there are positions we need to fill, and we'll supply the uniforms, the training, everything like that. We just need people to help us out.
Okay, and because you mentioned right away the combination which has now created the United Patriotic Bodies, it doesn't matter which organization you're part of.
Correct. We welcome all organizations, whether it be VFW, American Legion, DAV, Vietnam Vets, etc. We will take anyone that's willing to help us. And like I said, ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all veterans, but we're all here to pay our final respects to our fellow veterans.
Well, thank you for what you do. Thank you so much for being in here today, and good luck as we start paying those final tributes tomorrow. Stay with us. We'll be right back.